Hey everyone, it's Wednesday. I did not get to vlog any yesterday for good reason. I don't think I've told you, but Sunday Carter had a fever. It only got up to about 100.7, something like that. So it wasn't very high. It was just a low-grade fever. And then Monday he started getting a couple of bumps around his mouth. Honestly, I thought it was just him teething, and then he had been drooling for a long time, so I figured, you know, the drool plus eating like strawberries, like fresh fruit and everything, might have been just irritating his mouth a little bit. Then come Tuesday, which was yesterday, he had more spots on his face, his hands and his feet, along with his legs and arms. And then poor Ryan, she was running a fever yesterday, so I decided that I needed to go to the doctor and figure out what it was, because, you know, it could have been chicken pox, it could be hand, foot, mouth, you know, it could be anything. And I just wanted to make sure that I kept my kids kind of isolated from other children and people if they needed to be. So it turns out it was hand, foot, mouth, which I don't have a clue where he got it from, but now she has it as well, of course. There's nothing that they can really do about it, but they went ahead and put them on antibiotics because the blisters around Carter's mouth looked like they were getting very inflamed and very infected. So they were worried of him getting possibly a skin infection, or I guess a staph infection. And of course that can be spread just by touching. So they went ahead and put Ryan on the same antibiotic just as a precaution. Ryan. Hey. Okay, sorry about that. We are heading to my parents' house to kind of get out of the house for a little bit. And I had to abruptly stop recording because my son was beating up my daughter. He is in that phase where he wants to pull up on everything, including his sister. And when he pulls up on her, he tends to pinch her and then push her down, and then he's all on her face, and yeah, you know. So anyway, they have hand, foot, mouth, and I don't know where they got it from. It's viral, I believe, so they could have gotten it from anywhere, which is fine. We just have to keep them isolated for a little bit. I was very worried because we went to dinner with some friends of ours on Friday, and my friend was holding Carter almost the whole time, and she is in her 3rd trimester, so that really worried me because when I was Googling on what it could be, it said that hand, foot, and mouth was very bad for pregnant people, and that's why they want you to keep your kids isolated. But after talking to my doctor, I found out that she was fine, and very unlikely for anything to happen to her or the child. So anyway, I of course called her and told her that Carter had that, and she wasn't worried at all. She works at a hospital anyway, and she asked her boss, and her boss said not to worry about it. So everything is good. The doctor did give them some antibiotics because Carter's blisters around his mouth seemed like they were getting a little bit of an infection in them, and just very irritated because of the drool and everything. So he gave him an antibiotic, and he went ahead and gave an antibiotic to Ryan because, you know, he was afraid it was going to become like a staph infection of some sort, and, you know, with them being so close together and touching each other and everything, he didn't want her to also get it. So they're both on antibiotics now. Last night was horrible for me and my husband. Ryan just would not sleep. She kept waking up every couple hours, and then not even wanting a bottle, just wanting to be held. So I would rock her back to sleep, but she got up probably 4 or 5 times, and then Carter, of course, got up in between those times. We are home. We spent most of the day with my parents. They've been a little fussy, but I think it's just because they're kind of miserable. They do have these little blisters and sores kind of all over them. Ryan, poor Ryan. She has not been feeling good at all. She doesn't seem to want to eat any food, but she will eat these little puffs. Won't you? Yeah, you'll eat the puffs. But as you can see, she's got a couple spots on her. Carter has a few spots on his face, and then he's also got some on his arms, and then he's got some on his little fingers, like little blisters. So yeah, it's not fun to have your kids in some pain. I know it's not comfortable, and unfortunately the antibiotics is good, you know, as far as helping them not be as contagious, but and not get an infection, but it doesn't help with the pain that the little sores and blisters can cause. With hand, foot, and mouth disease, they can get blisters inside their mouth. The doctor did check Carter yesterday and he was fine. And as far as Ryan goes, she seems fine too. I think what bothers them the most when they're eating like pureed food is that it gets around their mouth where the sores are, and I'm sure it burns. So again, Carter wasn't eating a lot of solids yesterday. He was drinking a lot of fluids though, and he was eating the heck out of these puffs. But today he's been a little better at the solids, and Ryan's not so good at the solids today. So hopefully she'll feel a little better tomorrow. It's okay. It's okay. You want to take a bath? You want to take a bath? Huh? This little boy doesn't really know how to play nicely. He kind of beats up on his sister every now and then. Doesn't he? Does he beat you up? That wasn't nice, tell her. She pushed you down. Good morning. It is Thursday. I am definitely doing a coffee thing this morning. The kids did better last night, but it still was a very rough night. They just wake up in the middle of the night, didn't want to go back to sleep. We'd have to rock them and everything, and sometimes that didn't even work, so we had to put them back in their crib and just let them cry it out a little bit. Totally planned on sleeping in until they got up this morning, but my brother-in-law came to pick up something this morning, and my dogs have that like super hearing sense that somebody's outside. He didn't even knock on the door or anything. He was just outside the door, and they started barking really loudly, and of course woke up the kiddos. So we've been up a little earlier than normal this morning, but it's okay. I'm hoping that I'm able to get them a little back on track today. We will be home, and so hopefully their naps will be on schedule, and then we will get them to bed on schedule as well. The kids are doing okay. They seem, you know, they're still a little fussy here and there. Carter has a couple big blisters on his fingers, which I know have to hurt. And Ryan's got a couple more around her mouth. So eating today was, you know, a little hard on her. I'm not sure if the food just kind of burns her lips a little bit. So breakfast, she ate very little, but she did drink a lot of formula, which is good. And then Carter, he seems to be eating okay. Crazy dog.
I love to follow you.
What are you doing? Oh, you have a stinky butt. I smell it. Do you have a stinky butt? You stink. Shooey. Zoe's chasing that reflection off that mirror. She don't know what to do. She can never catch it. I didn't get to you fast enough. You got poop out your britches. Gross. You're getting as bad as your brother. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Kids are down for their first nap and I have got a mound of laundry to fold. I've got a bunch more that I'm washing downstairs. I just never got the chance to fold the stuff that I did last week. Laundry is folded. This is what I've been dealing with all day long. Carter did not want to take a nap. He screamed bloody murder the whole hour that he was supposed to be taking a nap. So he did not take a nap. Ryan is just being fussy as normal. I did give Carter some Tylenol because I just don't know what's going on with him. I only gave him half a dose. I don't know if he's just not feeling good or what, but if this is the result of the hand, foot, and mouth stuff, I do not wish this on my worst enemy. Oh, what a day it's been. I am on my way to the gym. I need to go and just relax a little bit, have some me time, and a friend of mine joined the same gym, so I'm gonna go meet up with her right now. Oh my goodness, today is not starting off too well. It's Friday. Thank good for that. Yeah, let me just show you what I'm dealing with here. I'm over there trying to upload some vlogs, and this little boy has been quiet for a little bit, and I'm like, what the heck? He's been screaming like all day long yesterday, and now he's all quiet. And if you can't tell, what is with these blowouts? And he was like just playing in it. I've got to sanitize and clean up again. It's ridiculous. Little boy, it's all over his hands. We might just have to do a bath. Do you want to take another bath? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take another bath. Yay for nap times, and I can take a shower. The kids are sleeping. They went down a little later today. Ryan slept in until about 9:30. So I put them down for their nap around 11:30. I did want to show you yesterday. I went ahead and kind of purged our closet that we have by our front door. This whole purging thing that we've been doing, I mean, it's a constant thing. So it's, you know, it just seems like whenever I get a chance to tidy up just a little bit, I usually just pick a destination and I have at it. So let me show you what my closet looks like. Okay, so this is the view of the closet that's behind our front door. We do have a rack where we hang up the coats that we tend to use on a regular basis, and then we have some coats in here that are just in here just in case purposes, like my raincoat and just some winter coats. We do have stuff for our Kirby vacuum, which is a very old vacuum, but we love it. On the floor, it's just our Kirby vacuum and a couple shoes, and a little tight in here, but if you can tell, I went ahead and hung up our dustpan and our broom. This was already hung up. Our broom and dustpan were just kind of in here on the floor, and we did have a shop vac in here and just some other things that were just really we didn't use often at all, so I took those downstairs. Up here we have This is the little memorial thing that we had in my husband's father's casket that you can take out. And so we have that up there for safekeeping. And then in this basket, I reused it and put the rest of the stuff that goes onto the vacuum, like the different parts and pieces. And then of course we have our iron up there. We did have a bunch of plastic bags up in the top, just that were just collecting up there, and so we haven't used those in a long time, so I went ahead and just threw all those away. When I have things to get done, sometimes this is the only way to get things done. And what I do is I simply give them something to eat, some type of finger food, to keep them busy for a few minutes while I get done whatever I need to get done. Right now, I am simply going through this cabinet here that had all their baby stuff in it, like their food, diapers, whatnot. I'm just kind of, you know, decluttering it, so to speak, because we did have like a bunch of these toys that they don't even use anymore, like the play mats that were up here. So I'm going to take these downstairs. Be nice to her, Carter.